Hello, hello. It is time. More Mario Baseball. Yay! Before we get into the games, let's go over the current voting totals for the All-Star vote. Just released this after the first set of games the other day, and we've got some votes in so far for the Fireball Flyers Conference. That's all these ones with the light orange background and orange text. Bowser is leading for first baseman, 10 votes, just one vote against him. Then for second base, current leader is Blue Pianta from the Flock. For shortstop, the leader is Birdo, also from the Flock. Third base race is very close for this conference, with Yellow Magic Koopa from the Rocketeers edging out Luigi by just one vote. Hammer Bro currently leads for the outfielder race, but since we take 3 outfielders, that means Hammer Bro from the Tax Raiders, Purple Toad from the Flock, and Blue Noki from the Rocketeers are currently in. Then for catcher, Boomerang Bro is leading the votes. For pitcher, it's a very close one as well. This one, Peach from the Tax Raiders is leading, just over Boo from the Flock. 6-5 votes. Good thing we have an odd number of votes. I would not want to deal with ties. For first base in the other conference, the Mushroom Mashers Conference, leading is King Boo from the Stars. Second base right now leading is Green Drybones, just one vote over Gray Drybones from the Fury. Leading for the shortstops is Donkey Kong from the Lightning. The first unanimous player on the ballot so far is Blue Magic Koopa from the Lightning for third base. The outfielders, we actually have a close race at the top. Yellow Pianta from the Fury and Mario from the Lightning are the top 2, but a tie for third place. Green Toad from the Lightning and Toadsworth, also from the Lightning, are tied for that third spot. If we don't have a tie-breaking vote, then we're going to use a very, very in-depth strategy called the DAD decider, or the DAD decider. So this method of tie-breaking is called declared after dad. So I'm going to show my dad the stats and see what he thinks. See who he votes for to break the tie. Then for catcher of this conference, another unanimous vote for Petey Piranha. To be fair, he didn't have much competition. It was Paragoomba and Monty Mole, who are well known to be some of the worst characters in this game. So he's not exactly the toughest competition, but that's still a unanimous vote. And for pitcher, Daisy leading the way by quite a bit. Another Lightning player. So far, it looks like there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Lightning players in here. One from the Stars, one from the Fury, and then it's just between which of the Lightning players is going to make it for outfielders. Meanwhile, for the Fireball Flyers Conference, currently leading is 1, 2, 3, 4 Tax Evaders. We've got 3 players from the Flock, second base, shortstop, and one of the outfielders. And the Rocketeers have just Yellow Magic Koopa, as well as Blue Noki for the outfield. So they have 2 as well. Or no, the Flock have 3. Rocketeers have 2. A lot more evenly split between the teams here. And a lot more close votes here. The only close vote here is, well, there's second base and then the outfield one, which is a very close race. But yeah, that's the current totals for the All-Star vote. If you haven't voted yet, please get those votes in. Help break this tie and maybe overturn some of these close races. Give it a vote. There's a link in the Discord server. Voting form in the announcements channel. And I believe that I've stalled long enough. It's now 7:30. We can get into the games. Here are the standings after Sunday's games. Or Monday's games. They got delayed because of Mother's Day. Spend time with your mothers. Even when it isn't Mother's Day, which it's not anymore. But after that first set of games, the Lightning, they lost to the Tax Evaders. The number 2 team is trying to make a run for it. But the Flock are still trying to chase down that last bye spot. Top two teams get a bye through the first round of the playoff tournament. So the Flock still well within striking distance for that. They are not the only team that can get it mathematically. I think if the Tax Evaders lose out and any of the bottom three win out, it's possible for them to overtake, but that would be insanely unlikely. So it's most likely just going to be a race between the top three on who gets that bye for the playoffs. Lightning have a very large lead for it right now. They are 7 games above the Flock. 5 games above the Tax Evaders, who lead the Flock by just 2 games. So that one could certainly flip at any moment. We'll have to see. The Flock, they did take down the Stars. Or no, they took down the Fury. My apologies. They beat the Fury. Then the Stars and Rocketeers. The Rocketeers won that one. And that meant that all 3 of the teams were tied at 8 wins. Now we'll see this tie break tonight. Starting off with our first game of the night, which should be Rocketeers and Stars yet again. So the Stars are the host team tonight. We'll have to get them all queued up here. They've got Waluigi as their captain. The Rocketeers use Yoshi. Stars have top-tier players such as King Boo, Wario, a strong offensive player, as you can see on the right side. However, he is one of the worst infielders in the entire league. He is just 3 double plays on the season, and he has 10 errors, which is leagues above the next worst defender, who has 6 errors. So he is miles away the most error-prone defender. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't make any defensive plays. He is still a solid player, especially his offense, very strong. And now, that should be good for the Stars, at least in terms of fielding positions. Now moving over to the Rocketeers. They've got Red Shy Guy, I know that one. They've got Fire Bro, of course. Red Pianta. They've got Blue Noki. They have Yellow Magikoopa. Green Koopa Paratroopa, Red Koopa Troopa. And last but not least is Dixie Kong. Of course, their pitcher. And that should be their fielding positions done. Yep, now to get the batting orders. Stars, they lead off with Red Toad, Dark Bones, and Wario, Waluigi, Red Match. And that ended up falling together pretty well after that. Rocketeers, they lead off with Yoshi. Then Starred Fire Bro. Whoops. Did not mean to swap him with Yoshi. He does not bat there, bro. Alright. Then Paracoopa, Red Koopa, and Dixie. And this one's going to take place at Wario Palace, the home of the Stars. Let me save the game real quick before we get on into this first game of the night. Are we ready? Are we ready to begin? I think so. Let's get into it. Game number 1. Game 1 tonight sees the Rocketeers and the Stars face off. These teams are tied in overall record. Who will pull ahead here? Rocketeers start off on offense for us. They've got Yoshi leading off for them. Yoshi's got 2 strikes so far. That one's outside for ball one. Waluigi, the pitcher for the Stars, had quite the strong surge in the middle of our season. He was dead last in just about every pitching stat, but he had a great surge of games and has pulled up to being about the middle of the standings for pitchers, which is still not incredible, but he's making significant improvements. If he continues at that pace, he's certainly going to see a lot of improvement by the end of the season, but that is not a good way to start the season off for him. He gives up a base hit to Yoshi, although Yoshi does get thrown out on the paths, trying to get too greedy. But Fire Bro with a home run on the next at-bat. That's a 1-0 start for the Rocketeers here on the top of the first. Rocketeers have Red Shy Guy up next. They get another base hit down. This one's over to the right side. That will give the Rocketeers their 5th star. Yellow Magic Koopa pops one way over to left field. That's caught by Toadette. 2 outs on the inning now. Blue Noki up next. She make it on base to continue the rally. She charges and lines one through the infield. That's 2 runners on base and chemistry for Red Pianta. Red Pianta is way overdue for some big hits. He trails the other Piantas by miles in every single offensive stat. Part of that is because he's not starred, while the other 2 Piantas have been the primary recipients of the star power for their team. The Rocketeers instead decide to star Fire Bro for their gains. And that leads to moments like this, strike out for Red Pianta. With 2 runners on base, they're not able to capitalize. That will bring up the Stars. Their first batter tonight is Red Toad. Red Toad's been their leadoff hitter since the start of the season, but he's going to line out there to Yoshi. A relatively new shortstop for the Rocketeers. Yoshi started there at the beginning of the season before switching to left field to help lock down against hard hits. However, due to some changes in the team, gaining a Pianta in infield, the Rocketeers decided to, after a few games of testing, move Yoshi permanently into the shortstop position. This is going to allow them to have one of the most lockdown defenses you can. They're taking inspiration from the Flock with their infamous Birdo Blue Pianta combo, using Yoshi and Red Pianta, which should be only stronger. Since Yoshi's quicker, he can cover more ground. And Red Pianta, I believe, is a bit slower than Blue Pianta, but the strong defensive core still remains. The Stars have gotten 2 runners on base, though. After that first initial out from Red Toad, they've gotten both of their batters on base, and now Wario has a chance to bring some runs home. He's going to send this one deep to the right field gap. That's going to get down. That's going to score 1 run, maybe 2. They're going for it. Laser beam, can't get him out. That's 2 runs scored for the Stars there from that deep shot by Wario. And that'll put the Stars in the lead, 2-1, here in the bottom of the first. Very close call on that one. Some of those calls are kind of ump's discretion. It's hard to tell when a player who literally floats touches the base. That's whatever Lakitu decides it is. Good thing he's not an actual player. He can't be bought. He doesn't play for any team. Red Noki up. 2 runners on again for the Stars. Can they score any more here? Red Noki takes strike 1. Watches strike 2 go by. Third pitch, swing and a miss. Strike out to end the inning. And the Rocketeers, they've got a chance to cut down that lead. Or cut that lead. Can't really reduce a lead that's only 1 run. You either stop them from having it or you don't. And the Rocketeers will not with green Koopa Paratroopa. They ground out to an infielder there. Now they've got red Koopa up to bat. A 1-1 count for this Koopa. Now he slaps one to right field. That should be caught by Red Toad. Great diving play by the outfielder. That brings up Dixie Gong. She's going to get a great slap down over to the left side. It's actually dropped by Toadette, but it wouldn't have made a difference. That brings them back to the top of their lineup with Yoshi. Yoshi with 2 outs and a runner on base charges but lets it go. Strike 1. Next one, Yoshi watches that. Strike 2. This one is slapped to the gap. That's going to get down. Great shot by Yoshi. That's going to bring home Dixie Kong. Yoshi's going for third as well. And he makes it. An RBI triple for the captain of the Rocketeers. That one's going to tie the game up 2-2. Tie game with a runner on third, but 2 outs for Firebro. This is one of those decisive situations that could make or break the game. Do the Rocketeers take advantage of their runner on, bringing another run home with a base hit? Or will they end the inning with a strikeout, and that is what they do? Waluigi paints that corner beautifully, and that gives the Stars the chance to take the lead back. The game was evened up. Now Monty Mole starts off for them. Star chance on the line. That doesn't mean much for the Rocketeers as they're full-on stars. But the Stars could certainly use the star. Bad time to tune into the stream. Hey, tie game. This one's hit way high by Monty Mole. Red Shy Guy gets under it. My All-Star getting struck out. Well, might not be the All-Star. Unfortunately, because it's position-based, one of the best batters in the league might not make it into the All-Star game. But whichever way it flips, one of the best batters isn't making it in. So we have 2 batters in the top 3 that both play as a catcher in the Fireball Flyers Conference, which is really unfortunate. And I did in fact say top 3. Firebro has moved into, I believe, 2nd place, tied with Donkey Kong. They are tied in RBI behind Boomerang Bro, who is the other one going for catcher in the Fireball Flyers Conference. So very unfortunate there that someone's going to have to miss out. But the Rocketeers do manage to hold the Stars scoreless in that bottom of the 2nd. That gives them a chance to break this tie in the top of the 3rd. Yellow Magic Koopa up to bat. Star chance on the line. 2 strikes. Great slap up the middle. That's going to get down. Blue Noki up now. Runner on base, 1 out. This one's hit to the gap. Great shot by Blue Noki. They're going to try and score Yellow Madge here, and they will. The Rocketeers back on top. They will reclaim the lead with that deep shot to center left. That puts a runner on base and chemistry for Red Pianta. Red Pianta watches that one. It's an outside ball. Star pitch from Waluigi is lined to the right side. It's going to be a single for Red Pianta. With 2 runners on base, will Green Koopa Paratroopa be able to bring one in? There's only 1 out on the inning. They could certainly go for a sac fly if they'd like to. Instead, they'll take 2 strikes looking, waiting for the right pitch, and they star hit there. Goes foul, but they stay alive in the at-bat. Another star hit. This one curves over to the corner. Bumped by the... Ooh, what is that? Chain chomp. Mind fart for a second. But the Rocketeers do manage to score one there. They also get Red Pianta all the way over to third base. Rocketeers have a 2-run lead, still just 1 out. Red Koopa Troopa makes it. They try and throw to second for the double play, but the runner's safe there. They get no outs on that play. Not only that, the Rocketeers score another run. They extend their lead to 5-2. That one's grounded straight to Dark Bones. That's not a double play either, but they do still get 1 out. They get the runner at second. Runners on first and third for Yoshi. Takes 2 strikes down the middle. What will Yoshi do? Strike out looking. That's what they'll do. That will end the inning, but the Rocketeers, they are up by 3. King Boo, up now for the Stars. That one hits the corner. Great pitch by Dixie there. That one's down the middle for strike 2. And that one's a fastball on the inside for a strikeout. That brings Wario up to bat. Lines one over the infield. That's going to get down. He's going for 2 off of it, and he will make it. Good double for Wario. That brings up Waluigi. Star pitch from Dixie is slapped over to Yoshi, but he bobbles it. He bobbles it on the tongue catch. And they get runners on the corners safely. To be fair, though, that's probably still better than if it was another fielder there. Wouldn't have had the reach to even get it without the tongue catch. They would have just let it go by. Maybe the Stars could have scored Wario. So the bobble, just having a runner there, or a fielder there, at least prevents a run. And Dixie gets a strikeout on Red Match. 1 more out. And the Stars will be held scoreless again. Red Noki with a 1-1 count. Runners on first and third. Swing and a miss there. Strike 2. This one slapped over to the left side. That gets down and that will score Wario. The Stars add 1 to their runs, cutting the lead down to 2. That gives Monty Mole a 2 runners on, 2 outs at bat. This one's lined over to Yellow Madge. That's caught for an out, and that's the end of the inning. Rocketeers hold on to their lead. Now they've got a chance to extend it. Fire Bro, first pitch. Swings and it's gone. A solo shot home run from Fire Bro. Immediately puts the Rocketeers' lead back to 3 runs. Forgotten Variant first came into Fire Bro striking out, and now he gets to watch his star player slam a home run. Great play for the All-Star. He's trying to manifest it. Red Shy Guy gets out, but Yellow Magic Koopa makes it on base. And that makes a runner on and 1 out for Blue Magic, or for Blue Noki, not Blue Magic Koopa. Blue Noki slaps one over to the right side. They're trying to stretch Yellow Madge to third, and they will. Runners on the corners with 1 out. There's chemistry on base for Red Pianta. It has been so long since he's had any good base hits. Well, no, he's had plenty of base hits. He hasn't had any home runs, but is that gonna do it? Red Pianta! His slump is over, a 3-run homer! There he goes. Last season, he was one of the most impactful players in the league. Whenever Red Pianta had a good game, the Sunshines would win the game. End of statement. Every single time, but he has just been slumping so bad this season. That time, he got a good hit and he sent it. The Rocketeers' lead is 6 runs. And they still have just 1 out on this inning. 2 homers in the inning. Ooh, Red Magic Koopa catches that line drive from Red Koopa Troopa. That makes 2 outs now. Dixie Kong. Dixie has 2 strikes after a missed swing. She makes contact there, and that's over to the left side. Another beautiful slap for the Rocketeers pitcher. That brings up Yoshi with 2 runners on, 2 outs. He uses a star hit, and he makes it. He loads the bases for Fire Bro. Can the Rocketeers capitalize? There's no stars for him to use. He's going to slap, but it's not good enough. A ground out to Dark Bones. Should have maybe charged on that one, but the Rocketeers maintain a 6-run lead coming into the bottom of the 4th. This one's a shallow pop fly off of bad contact from Toadette. That's caught by Red Pianta, and that's the first out of the inning. Okay, that wasn't an all-star play. Yeah, this guy gets it. Firebro just doesn't like to charge as much. Well, no, I think he charges as much as the other ones. He just has the worst slap hitting power. So if he doesn't charge, it's an absolutely abysmal hit. Whereas Boomerang Bro, he's got a decent slap and he's got curve trajectory, which is always nice. That was a very quick inning from the Stars. It's already back to the Rocketeers. A scoreless inning yet again for the Stars. Now Red Shy Guy pops one over the infield. That gets down. That also wins a star chance for the Rocketeers. They've got Yellow Magic Koopa now. Yellow Magic Koopa, that's a corner pitch for strike 1. Just inside for ball 2. This one's down the middle and slapped foul. Strike 2. Waluigi sends that just outside. It's a full count. 3-2. And a strikeout looking from Yellow Magic Koopa. That makes the first out of the inning. Blue Noki up next. This one slapped over to Red Madge, thrown to second for the out. They're not able to get the double play, but they get the lead runner. That brings up Red Pianta with chemistry. And he sends one again! Another homer for Red Pianta. That's his 2nd of the night. And I think that's like his 5th all season. 2 of them in one night. Red Pianta. Red Pianta. Look at him go. That is his 4th of the season. He's only had 2 home runs before tonight, where he has 2 in this one game. The inning ends there for the Rocketeers, but that 2-run homer is huge for them. New All-Star, yeah. Pianta's having a great game. King Boo, on the other hand, has not been having a great past couple games, but he gets a good base hit there, and that's a home run. Makes good contact and sends one a mile away. King Boo clobbers that one. However, it does still have a 7-run lead. The Rocketeers are up pretty big right now. The Stars are going to need a lot of hits to come back. 2 strikes so far on Wario. That one's outside. Ball 1. This one's a strikeout for Wario. Next up is Waluigi. Waluigi, swing and a miss there. Strike one. Next pitch is outside. Ball one. Then we have a cutter across the middle. That one hits the corner for strike two. And another corner pitch gets the strikeout on Waluigi. 2 outs now. Red Magic Koopa up to bat. There's a star chance on the line for whatever team gets either a base hit or an out. 2 strikes on Red Badge. And a strikeout swinging there. That gives the star to the Rocketeers. Red Koopa Troopa. Swing and a miss there. Starting off the top of the 6th for the Rocketeers. Sends one to the outfield gap. That gets down. That gets down in center right. And that's a double. He's going for 3 off of it. Gets thrown out at third. A little greedy there. And that actually gives the star chance to the Stars. That was a risky gamble on an important play. I think that was overall a bad call from Red Koopa Troopa, but it's a decision he made. Dixie Kong makes it on base, only for Yoshi to line out to Wario. That is 1 runner on base for Fire Bro, 2 outs on the board. He charges, but lets it go. Strike one. This one he's going to line through the middle. Dixie's going maybe home. She's trying it. And she makes it. The Rocketeers are up by 8 yet again. Next up is Red Shy Guy. Clobbers one to the right. Is that gone? A Shy Guy home run. What are the Rocketeers doing in the weight room? They must be benching black holes. How did they get so strong? The Rocketeers take a 10-run lead on the Stars here in the top of the 6th. Only 2 more chances for the Stars, and the Rocketeers aren't done yet. They get a great slap down on the left side to get a runner on base and earn a star for their team. Blue Noki gets another good slap down over to the left side. That puts 2 runners on base. One of them has chemistry with Red Pianta. Red Pianta has had a great game so far. Can he make that an elite game? A 2-homer game is the kind of game great players love to hit. 3-homer game is not going to be what he gets here. He flies out with a star hit to Toadette. And now that gives the Stars one of their last opportunities. Their first at-bat in this inning is Red Noki. They've got 2 strikes. This at-bat has a star chance on the line, but they're going to strike out on a great corner pitch from Dixie. That first pitch is a ball on Monty. Next one's a swing and miss for strike one. Next pitch is another swing and a miss. Strike two. This one is slapped through the left side. Monty's going to make it to first from that base hit. Toadette up now. Another fast player who struggles to get on base, but then does very well on the base paths. She slaps one over to the left side as well. That will get down, and now there's 2 runners on base. One of them has chemistry with Red Toad, but Red Toad will fly out on a star hit to center field. Unfortunate luck there, in terms of placement and timing. Dark Bones hits one over the middle. That gets down as a fair ball. Monty makes it home. They cut the lead down to 9 runs. They've got 2 on base for King Boo. This could be a big moment for the Stars. This would cut the lead from 9 down to just 5. That's a lie. I would cut it down to 6. I don't know how I'm bad at doing math. I'm like a stats major. This one's star hit up the middle. That is caught by Koopa. That's the end of the inning. The Stars are still down by 9 runs. And the Rocketeers, they get another chance to add to that. Clean Paratroopa gets a great shot up the middle. That will put one runner on base. That one is a fly out to Toadette from Red Koopa Troopa. That brings Dixie Kong up to bat. She takes an inside ball, then slaps one over the infield. That's going to be a base hit for Dixie. Now 2 runners on, 1 out for Yoshi. He uses a star hit, bounces just past Wario. That goes down as a base hit for Yoshi, and that loads the bases for Fire Bro. They're giving him another chance. Another chance to not mess this one up. He again tries to just slap hit it, but he doesn't make contact. He takes strike 2 there. Star pitch from Waluigi. It's slapped, and it gets down. That's a single at least for Fire Bro. Continues the slap rally. That brings in Red Shy Guy, who will continue the rally again. Run it back, Fire Bro. And then after he gets the base hit, good enough. He at least didn't get out. Could have been worse. Yellow Magic Koopa up to bat. They've got 2 strikes. And then a star hit, line drive over to the left. Toadette grabs it, but not until 2 Rocketeers have scored. Blue Noki up now. The Rocketeers are really steamrolling this one. This one's a grounder from Blue Noki. That gets thrown for 1 out, but another run scores on that play. Their lead is up to 14 runs. They've got Red Pianta back up to bat. Looks like he'll have 1 more at-bat this game. He's taken 2 balls so far. This one's down the middle, swing and a miss. Strike 1. That one's outside for ball 3. With a 3-1 count, Red Pianta feels very safe here. Star hits it over to left, and that's a 3rd home run for Red Pianta. Another homer for the Pianta. That is more home runs than he has had in the 25 games before this, combined. Just tonight. He's finally cooking. There he goes. Oh, a mistimed jump from Wario. And that lets Koopa Paratroopa make it on base. He's finally cooking. MVP. That'd be a hell of a run. He is still way behind in RBI and homers. But hey, if you get 3 home runs every game, that adds up quick. Wario sends one over to the right side. And that's a home run. That's gone. I thought that was going to bounce off the top of the wall. No, that had enough juice on it. Good shot for Wario over to the right side. Wario knows his stadium. He knows what he has to hit. He just hasn't for most of the game. That's why his team is down 15 runs. Waluigi gets a good slap over to the left side there. That'll also earn a star for the Stars. Next batter for them is Red Magic Koopa. Another slap gets through on the left side of the infield. That seems to be the go-to spot to hit right now. Red Noki hits one over to the left side, but it's not far enough. A tongue catch from Yoshi. And that's 1 out on the inning. 2 more on the Rocketeers. Win this tie-breaking game. This one's going to score a run for the Stars. They cut the lead down to 14. Toadette now. Toadette watches strike 2 go by there. And that one hits the corner. That's a strikeout. Two runners on base for Red Toad. Red Toad watches strike 1. Charges on the next pitch. This one's sent high up to center right. Is that gone? No, that's off the top of the wall. That will, however, score 2 more runs. They cut the lead down to 12. One strike on Dark Bones, 2 now. Star pitch from Dixie, but it's star hit by Dark Bones. That one's gone! A home run by Red Dry Bones, otherwise known as Dark Bones. I guess he has the most power of all the Dry Bones. He's got a chance to send one gone every now and then. Also to the shallowest corner of the shallowest park in the league. So that wouldn't happen in most places. But he still managed to get it done. He's got a home run on his record. King Boo sends one back, way back to the wall. It's going to be a deep single for King Boo. That brings up Wario. Lead is currently 10 runs. Wario sends one deep to center left. It's going to be a double for Wario. They're going to get an RBI off of that as well. Lead is down to 9 runs. Waluigi hits that just foul. Barely out of Yellow Magic Koopa's reach. 2 strikes on him though. That one's just inside for a ball. Star pitch from Dixie. Slapped. It's over Pianta. That puts runners on the corners. The Stars, they're staying alive pretty long in this inning. I think they've scored 7 runs in this inning alone. We'll see how much more they can do. And that's it. A jumping grab by Yellow Magic Koopa ends the game there. That's a win for the Rocketeers. They take down the Stars and take 4th place away. The Rocketeers, their MVP is Red Pianta this game. Absolutely deserved. Any player that has a 3 home run game should be celebrated. 2 homers for Firebro, he's not slacking either. Gets 4 RBI on the day. All of the top 5 batters for the Rocketeers went 4 for 6. 1 RBI for Yoshi, 4 for Firebro, 3 for Red Shy Guy with a home run, 2 for Yellow Madge, 2 for Blue Noki, 7 RBI with 3 homers for Red Pianta. That's insane. 1 RBI for Green Koopa Paratroopa. Then Red Koopa only goes 2 for 6, but he gets 1 RBI. Meanwhile, Dixie goes 4 for 5 instead of 4 for 6. Then in terms of defense, she gets 8 strikeouts. Another great game for her, only using 3 star pitches. Meanwhile, the Stars, Waluigi gets just 4 strikeouts, using 2 star pitches. And on offense, Red Noki and Toadette each had only 1 base hit. Red Noki did manage to get an RBI, but Toadette did not. Monty had 2 hits and an RBI, Red Madge 2 hits, no RBI. Waluigi had 3 hits and no RBI. King Boo had 3 hits. His only RBI was from a solo shot homer. Wario had 4 RBI, going 4 for 5 on the night with a home run. That's a very solid performance. Dark Bones went 3 for 5 with 3 RBI, also got a home run. And finally, Red Toad went 2 for 5 with 2 RBI. A great game offensively and defensively for the Rocketeers. They managed to win this one. They improved to 9-17. The Stars fall to 8-18. Now away we go to the second game of the night. The Flock and the Fury. The Fury are the home team here, so they will use Captain Diddy Kong. The Flock, they have Birdo. Let's get the Fury all settled in first. They've got Yellow Shy Guy, Yellow Pianta, Blue Dry Bones, and Gray Dry Bones. Then they've got Goomba Paragoomba. They've got both the babies. And now we gotta set the fielding. That is almost good. Goomba's on first. Paragoomba, catcher. That should be good otherwise, though. Baby Mario in left, Baby Luigi in right. That is true. Now for the Flock. They have Blue Pianta. They've got Boo as their pitcher. They've also got... Where are they? Oh yeah, they've got their double Toad. Blue Toad, Purple Toad. Also got their double Shy Guy. Oh, skip past Green. There he is there. They've got Green Noki. Last but not least, they've got Luigi. Let's get these fielders in. And that should be good for them. Blue Toad in left, Purple Toad in center. Green Noki in right. Yes, yes. All according to plan. Now the Fury. They've got a starred Pianta. They would love if their Pianta could pop off like the Rocketeers did. It's the Fury's batting order. Now for the Flock. Both of these teams use starred Piantas. Very threatening batters. We just saw the power of an unstarred Pianta. Now imagine if they do that even more often. I suppose they're more likely to do it. They don't do it more often necessarily. It is in fact random luck. You never know. Damn it, Chuddo won. Wow. We have the Rocketeers hater back in chat. Milk-flavored LaCroix. Red Pianta just popped off. Stars didn't stand a chance. Now we've got 2 Piantas in this game. This is going to be a Pianta off. And then also the rest of the players on the team too, I suppose. The Flock, they start off with Green Shy Guy. He's going to ground out to Yellow Shy Guy over on third. Next up is Blue Shy Guy for the Flock. He gets a good hit over the second baseman, Gray Dry Bones. That gets down. That brings up Birdo with chemistry on base. She slaps it. Again, gets past Gray Bones. That's 2 runners on base now for the Flock. Green Noki up to bat. Green Noki takes strike 1, looking. Next pitch hits the corner of the inside of the plate. That's strike 2. This one is a swing and a miss on a star hit. And that's a strikeout for Green Noki. That is still 2 runners on base for starred Blue Pianta, who grounds it to Goomba and gets out. Goomba's ball dash makes sure that he gets to first base before Blue Pianta does. Ball Dash is a fielding ability that multiplies your speed by, I believe, 2 times when you have the ball in your hand. So it's very useful for like a first baseman or a third baseman who's going to be trying to run people out. I like to put it on third base so that you can beat people out when they're trying to run home. Yellow Pianta sends that one just foul. Second hitter for the Fury. Their first Shy Guy also got out, just like the Flock's first Shy Guy. And this Pianta is going to send one deep to right field. That's going to be a single for Yellow Pianta. Blue Dry Bones. Blue Dry Bones lines this one over to third, but it's just foul. That one's outside for ball 2. 2-2 count on Blue Dry Bones. And he strikes out looking there. A rare strikeout for the Dry Bones. That brings up Gray Bones now, who sends one over just away from Luigi. Great single there for Gray Bones. Two runners on, 2 outs for Paragoomba. Swing and a miss there. It's strike 2. This one's popped up. That should... Oh, that gets down. Oh, but Yellow Pianta's thrown out going home. The inning does end scoreless for both teams. The Flock, they take their second at-bat. Luigi, deep to left. That's gone! Luigi with another home run. He had one last game. This was his first one tonight. But that's still home runs in back-to-back games for Luigi, who only had, I think, 2 home runs coming into this series. Yeah. Monday night and tonight were his 3rd and 4th home runs of the season in back-to-back games. They get another runner on base there with Blue Toad. Purple Toad will not get on base. In fact, he gets doubled off. No runners on anymore. Boo is all alone with 2 outs. Star chance on the line, though, so they still have incentive to get a runner on. Instead, Boo strikes out looking at that, and that ends the inning with just 1 run scored for the Flock. The game is 1-0 for the Flock in the bottom of the 2nd. Pretty low scoring so far. Goomba grounds one straight to Blue Pianta. That's an easy play. Next up is Diddy Kong. Swing and a miss there. Strike 1. This one is lined over to Blue Pianta for out number 2. Next is Baby Mario, who sends one just to Birdo, but she mistimes the jump. Another fielding error for the Flock. This one hits the outside of the plate for strike 1 on Baby Luigi. Next one is suction caught by Birdo. She makes up for her error with an out there. End the inning scoreless. Green Shy Guy grounds out to Gray Bones. That's the first out of the inning. That one gets down and right, and that's a single for Blue Shy Guy. Birdo up to bat now. 1 out, 1 runner on. She charges. Sends it deep to center right. This one is going to be a run scored for the Flock. Their lead is 2-0. This is a very low-scoring game. That brings up Green Noki. Runner on base. Runner on base, 1 out. Green Noki hits a good line drive over to the right. And that will put runners on first and third for none other than Blue Pianta. Blue Pianta watches that one go by. That's strike number 1. Strike number 2 he takes as well. Green Noki trying to steal. He star hits it. And they score Birdo there. Oh, the Fury tried to prevent the run instead of getting the out at first. And that allows the Flock to go up 3-0 with still just 1 out on the inning. Luigi, another one! Deep to left, it's gone! 2 homers in 1 game for Luigi. He's really caught whatever fever his brother had. And has become a home run maniac as well. A 6-0 lead for the Flock here on the top of the 3rd. This one is a single for Blue Toad. He does not decide to run. Probably a good call. Pianta's got a strong arm out there in center field. Purple Toad gets one over the infield, but baby Luigi gets the throw off in time. 1 out, 2 runners on. Boo Star hits it, but Blue Dry Bones is able to turn it for an out. Just 1 though. And that keeps the inning going for the Flock. Although they are at 2 outs, so any more mistakes will cost them stranding the runners on base. This one lined, gets down through the infield. That will be a run scored for the Flock. Good single for Green Shy Guy. Up next is Blue Shy Guy. 1-1 count on him. This one is lined straight to Goomba. Goomba ends that inning. 6-run score for the Flock there. That brings up the Fury. They foul from Yellow Shy Guy. Another swing and a miss there. This one is hit deep to the left wall. That hits the wood, and that's a deep single for Yellow Shy Guy. That's a runner on and no outs for Yellow Pianta. Yellow Pianta looking to put 1 run on the board at least for the Fury here. They've got 5 stars on the board. They're going to get a hit down to center field. It's back to the wall. Yellow Shy Guy's going for it. Will they score the run? Yes, they do. Fury are on the board. It's a 7-1 lead for the Flock still. But they've scored. They've done it. This one gets down for Dry Bones over in the left side. That is a single. Gray Dry Bones up to bat. The Fury are still full on stars. They have not used any in a while. They take strike 2 on Gray Bones and strike out looking there. That's the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Paragoomba. Charges and misses on that swing. Strike 2. Paragoomba misses again for a strikeout. after back-to-back strikeouts. That brings up Goomba. This one charged by Goomba deep to center right. That's in the gap. That's going to score another run, maybe 2 for the Fury. That is not 2 runs. They score 1 and then get an out. Blue Dry Bones ends the inning on a base running error there, and that brings back up the flock. Their lead is 5 runs right now. They've got Birdo up to bat. Birdo's got 2 strikes. She makes contact there. That's deep to the left side. That's off the wall. That is a deep single for Birdo. Green Noki up to bat next. This one's over to the left side, but that should be caught by Baby Mario. Ooh, the barrel is going to stun him, and Birdo's going to go to second from that. Good job playing around the stadium hazards for the flock. Blue Pianta up next. Star pitch from Diddy Kong. Popped over to left. This should be caught by Baby Mario, and it is. 2 outs now. Yoshi, not Yoshi, that's Luigi, sends one over to right, but it's caught by Baby Luigi, his younger self. Now we move on to the bottom of the 4th. The Fury, they start with a good hit from Diddy Kong. There's no outs on the inning right now. Baby Mario up to bat. Baby Mario takes strike 2 looking. Next pitch is fouled off to the right. That was a strong hit. Didn't know babies were capable of that. Swing and a miss there is the strikeout, though. And that's the first out of the inning. Baby Luigi. That one's spit outside for a ball. Looked like a close call. Two strikes for Baby Luigi. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. It's the second out of the inning for the Fury. That brings up their first leadoff batter, Yellow Shy Guy. Yellow Shy Guy swings at that, and that's strike 1. Next pitch is hit. That's deep to right, but caught by Green Noki, and that's the inning. Scoreless again for the Fury. This one is a base hit for Blue Toad that also wins a star chance for the flock. Next up is Purple Toad. Purple Toad, of course, has chemistry with Blue Toad. This one grounded to Blue Dry Bones. They get 1 out, but not 2. Fielder's choice there for Purple Toad. That brings up Boo. A runner on base and 1 out. Boo sends this one to the left, but it curves foul. Grounds one over to Gray Bones. They throw it for 1 out, but again, they can't make the double play. Green Shy Guy up next. First batter for the flock. Slaps one over the infield. That gets down. One strike for Blue Shy Guy. That one's an inside ball. Next one's just outside for ball 2. He's charging and hits this one. Deep to left. That's going to be another home run for the flock. A 3-run Bomb by Blue Shy Guy. And now we've seen 2 Shy Guy home runs on the night. What insane performance from these Shy Guys. They trying to get their asses on the ballot, dude. I think it's too late. Blue Shy Guys competing for, what, catcher? With Fire Bro and Hammer Bro. Or Boomerang Bro. Yeah, I don't think that's happening, little buddy. You need to get like 29 more home runs to be considered. Birdo gets a good base hit there. They're continuing the rally. This one's grounded over to Gray Bones, thrown to first. They'll stop the flock there, but 3 runs score. Now the Fury, they take their turn here in the bottom of the 5th. Just 3 more chances for them. They're down by 8. Great deep shot by Yellow Pianta. That is a deep single. Next up is Blue Dry Bones. Takes strike 1 looking. Next pitch, down the middle for strike 2. Blue Dry Bones is charging, and he sends that one through the left side. That gets down as a hit for BDB. Next up is Gray Bones. Takes strike 1. Gray Bones star hits it just past Luigi. That's going to load the bases for the Fury. Bit of anti-chem there between Luigi and the pitcher. Loading the bases for Paragoomba. Star pitch from Boo, and it's a ball. Interesting decision. Star hit from Paragoomba there. And he's going to get doubled off, but the flock do give up 1 run there. Kind of just have to let that one happen. They had no outs on the inning. Couldn't really prevent it. And the Fury, their inning is over after they score just 1 run. Now the flock are back up to bat. They've got Blue Pianta. 2 more chances for the flock. They get to extend their lead. What can they do here? Two strikes on Blue Pianta, then he sends one deep to right. That gets down, and that's a single for Blue Pianta. Luigi up to bat right now. Runner on base, no outs. Sends this one deep up to center. Yellow Pianta should be under it, and that's an out. They make the play there. And that's 1 out on the inning. Blue Toad up to bat, grounds it. Straight to Gray Bones. Double play! The inning's over. This one's scoreless for the flock. Their lead is still 7 runs. The Fury, they need a big inning to come back. They take strike 1, inside edge of the plate. Next pitch is across the middle for strike 2. Then they send one outside for a ball. This one's hit over to Birdo, and she suction catches it for the first out of the inning. Next up is Baby Mario. Takes strike 1. Oh my gosh. Those are some nasty pitches. Another great pitch from Boo. This one painting the inside corner. That one also hits the inside corner. Strike out. The most nasty 3 pitches that I've ever seen in my life. Crazy strikeout from Boo there. Every single one of those, except for the second one maybe, I thought would be a ball. That was not the case. They get a very quick inning there. And the Fury are scoreless. It's back to the flock. They get to add to their lead 1 more time, and then the Fury get their last chance to come back. 7-run lead they see right now. What can the flock do to extend that? Boo gets a slap down. Blue Dry Bones. Too slow to throw to first. That's 2 on base for the flock now. Green Shy Guy up to bat. Green Shy Guy hits this one over to left, but that's caught by Baby Mario. That's 1 out on the inning. Blue Shy Guy up to bat. Takes strike 1. 1-1 count. This one's just outside for a ball. Next pitch is another outside ball. 3-1 count on Blue Shy Guy. This one down the inside. That's star hit over to the right side. Flock are able to score a run on that. Their lead is now 8 runs, 11-3. Birdo up to bat, Chemistry. She charges but lets it go. Strike 1. Next one, she slaps over to Gray Dry Bones. He's able to make the play at first, but the Flock still score again on that, getting Boo in from third home. Their lead is now 12-3. With 2 outs on the inning, Blue Noki. Or Green Noki, sorry. Green Noki's got 2 strikes, and Star hits it over to the right corner. They're going to bring in Blue Shy Guy from that, and the Flock have a 10-run lead, 13-3. We've also got a runner on base with Chemistry for starred Blue Pianta, who makes good contact, but it's not quite enough. That gets back to the wall, but it's not gone. They're trying to send Green Noki home, and they make it. A weak arm for Dry Bones, despite being a solid defensive diver. That allows another run. This one bounces off the barrel, but still can't be caught. The Flock will score again. They're also sending Luigi to third. That was a misplay. The Flock will be stopped after scoring 5 more runs. And that forces the Fury to score 12 here or lose. Fury, they start off with the very top of their lineup. And Yellow Shy Guy lines out to Luigi. Out number 1. Yellow Pianta. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Takes that one. It's a ball. 1-1 count now. Then he hits the pitch. It gets down in the right field. Pretty deep, but it ends up being just a single for Yellow Pianta. Blue Dry Bones slaps this one off to the left. Foul ball. Next, he lines it straight to Luigi. Luigi's got both the outs in this inning so far. And now, with just 1 more out, the Fury. They need to score 12. Will it happen? Gray Bones keeps the rally going. He gets a hit down. Strike 1 for Paragoomba. Swing and a miss is strike 2. That one's inside for a ball. Next pitch, just outside for ball 2. 2-2 count. This one's popped up to center left. Bobbled by Blue Toad, the Fury. They survive. An RBI double off that error from the Flock. And the Fury have a chance. They're down by 11 still. And that's the game. Goomba hits a line drive that's caught by Blue Pianta. The Flock come away with it, despite giving up a run there on an error. The Flock win by 11 runs, 15-4. They take down the Fury. Their MVP for this game, who's it going to be? It's Luigi. That makes sense. Uh-oh. Stream is bugging out. Not again. Damn it. We're not dropping a ton of frames. Oh boy. Oh man. Well, I think we're just going to keep rolling, and I will delete this and re-upload the VOD if necessary. So we're just going to keep going. I'm going to keep going over the stats and such. Now let's check what happened. For the Flock's offense, they had 3 home runs, one from Blue Shy Guy, who got 4 for 5 with 4 RBI and a home run. Birdo also went 4 for 5, getting 2 RBI herself. Blue Pianta went 2 for 5, getting 2 RBI. Luigi, 3 for 5 with 5 RBI from 2 home runs. Great performance, but none of the 3 batters behind him got any RBI. Blue Toad went 3 for 4, Purple Toad 2 for 4, Boo only 1 for 4. But none of them got any RBI, probably because bases were cleared after most of Luigi's at-bats. Then on defense, Boo got 8 strikeouts, and used 1 star pitch. For the Fury, Diddy Kong only got 2 strikeouts and used 2 star pitches. On offense, Baby Luigi had no hits. Baby Mario went 1 for 3. Diddy Kong went 1 for 3. Goomba went 1 for 4, but got an RBI. Paragoomba went 2 for 4 and got an RBI as well. Gray Bones went 3 for 4. Blue Bones 2 for 4. Yellow Pianta 4 for 4 with the other RBI on the team. And Yellow Shy Guy went just 1 for 4. So overall, I think this was more of a problem of offense for the Fury, not being able to get going. Those lockdown infielders that the Flock have, as well as Boo, did a great job on pitching. 8 strikeouts is certainly tough to deal with, tough to break through. And the Fury, they're going to have to adjust in Game 3 if they want to be able to get one win here in this series. It's a tough team to play. And the Flock, they come away with the win here. They advance to 15-11 record. Meanwhile, the Fury, they join the Stars with an 8-18 record, meaning that the Rocketeers jump up into turned and we're ready for the last game. We've got the captains in the corners of the bottom row. Shy Guy, and then Peach. And that should be the defense for the tax evaders. On to the lightning. And who am I forgetting? Green Bones. Of course. Wow, that's pretty quick. Now offense for the tax evaders. Boomerang Bro, Starred, Hammer Bro, Bowser, then the Koopas, Peach, and Shy Guy. Then for the Lightning, we are sticking with the leadoff Mario. Not sure how it's been going for us so far, generally. Oh. But we're trying it. We're sticking with it. And Monday, I accidentally swapped these two Toads. I don't think it really matters that much, but I did in fact make a small mistake. Yeah, there was a lineup error. The game's invalid. We gotta rerun it. Oh, I jest. And now? Oh, the stream's back? I think the stream's back. Are we back? I think so. Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. All right, time to start this last game of the night. This is an exciting one. The Lightning and the Tax Evaders here for Game 2 of the series. Tax Evaders took Game 1 with a lot of home runs, featuring, I believe, 2 from Hammer Bro, 2 from Bowser, and 1 from Black Shy Guy, which is insane. We've had so many Shy Guy home runs this series. This one, a slap hit home run from Mario. What a leadoff hit. That one almost made it to the second deck of the stands. Insane slap power from Mario. That's what the star's there for. Perfect contact, perfect timing. That's gone. The Lightning start with a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. Now PD Piranha up to bat. PD has been in a quiet slump the last couple games. He has not gotten any home runs in the past 3 games, I believe. He has gotten some RBI. He's been hitting base hits, getting line drives, but he hasn't had the big power hits, and DK, who used to be way behind him in terms of RBI and home runs, has now surpassed him. And not by a small amount. It's 75 for DK, 66 for PD, and only adding on to DK's total. That's his 25th homer of the season, his 77th RBI there. Huge shot from DK. That puts the Lightning up 3-0 here in the top of the first. Lightning off to a much better start today. Let's see if they can keep this momentum up. Toadsworth slaps one, it gets down. Just in front of Bowser Jr. Now we've got Green Toad up to bat. Green Toad sends one to left field. Is that going to get down? Yes, it does. That's a deep single for Green Toad. Red Paracoopa just not tall enough. And that gives a double chemistry situation to Yellow Toad. Will he try and charge hit? No, he won't. He'll star hit. That gets through the infield. And that loads the bases for none other than Green Drybones. Not exactly a power hitter. Peach is going to star pitch to him, but it's outside for a ball. Good on Bones for being patient there. But he takes 2 strikes after that. One of them a swing and miss star hit. Another star pitch from Peach, and that's a strikeout. Great use of the star pitches there for her. That brings up Captain Daisy now. Charges it, sends it over to right. That's going to be a sac fly to bring home Toadsworth. Lightning are up 4-0 with 2 outs and 2 runners on base. Can they get Blue Madge on base? No, he's going to ground out to Koopa Troopa. Tax Evaders stop the Lightning at 4. That's a much better start from them than last game, where they only had 1 run in the first inning. Tax Evaders. They start off with green Magic Koopa. Will they get a base hit down? No, it's a line drive caught by Blue Magic Koopa. It's Magic Koopa on Magic Koopa violence. That one is a high foul ball from Bowser Jr. This one line to DK. 2 outs. Lightning off to a great start so far, but Boomerang Bro still hits his home run. Hard to stop the home run king. That's his 41st home run on the season. Absolutely insane. Absurd. He gets the first run on the board for the Tax Evaders. Can Hammer Bro follow that up? Swing and a miss for him. Strike 1. Next one's a slap hit. Is that gone? No. He doesn't have the star. He doesn't have quite as much power. That's a pop fly over to left fielder Mario. And the Lightning cycled through their whole lineup in that first inning. They're back to Mario. That one just misses the corner for ball 1. That one's down the middle. Strike 1. Next pitch is inside. 2-1 count for Mario. He's being very patient. Slaps that one. It goes foul. Off to the right side. 2 strikes for him now. And he's going to ground out to Black Shy Guy. One out on the board. No one on base for Petey Piranha. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Next one hits the outside for strike 2. This one, Petey watches for a strike out. That brings up Donkey Kong. No one on base, 2 outs for him. Takes strike 1. Next pitch is an inside corner hit for strike 2. That one just outside. 2-2 count. DK swing and misses there. Another strikeout will end the inning scoreless for the Lightning. That brings up the Tax Evaders. They've got Bowser leading off for them. Bowser sends one through the infield. That gets down for a single. Red Koopa Paratroopa up to bat. Sends one, same spot in the infield. Another single for the Tax Evaders. Koopa Troopa with a runner in scoring position and double chemistry. No outs on the board for the Tax Evaders so far. Koopa has taken 3 balls. Very patient. That one's down the middle. Fastball, strike 1. But you can wait on those. Now it's a full count. There's no room for errors. And it's a strikeout to the outside corner. Good pitching from Daisy, lulling him into a false sense of security. Then hitting him with 3 straight heaters for the strikeout. Next up is Peach. Peach has a 1-1 count so far. This one's inside for ball 2. She's also being very patient. And this one is hit over towards Green Bones. They can't get an out anywhere. They try to throw to second first. And doing so, they don't get the out at first. That means bases are loaded with just 1 out for the Tax Evaders. That's a deep star hit by Black Shy Guy. That's going to bring in 2-3 runs for the tax evaders. They also get Shy Guy over to third as well. That's a 3 RBI triple. Bases clearing. And that's going to tie this game up for the tax evaders. Toadsworth is very slow over in center field. Also waited for the ball to get to the back and bounce off before he went for it. Green Magic Koopa makes it to first, but they get the runner going home. They prevent the run there. Just the right call. Good job, Green Dry Bones. Now Bowser Jr. 1-1 count. Chemistry on base for him. That one hits the inside corner for strike 2. Another one through the middle, and that's a strikeout to end the inning. We have a tie ball game here, folks, 4-4. Toadsworth up to bat for the Lightning, leading off this inning with the slap hitters. Toadsworth lines it straight to Black Shy Guy, and that's an out. That also gives a star chance to the tax evaders. They were completely out of stars. Now they have 1. The Lightning, they do still have 4. That one is another line out, caught by a diving Koopa Troopa. 2 outs, no one on base for Yellow Toad. Yellow Toad gets a good hit down, just in front of Red Koopa Paratroopa. That's a runner on base for Green Dry Bones. It's going to charge but miss that swing. Strike 1. Peach throwing to Bowser for the attempt to catch the runner stealing. That has anti-chem. I wonder if that ball can go wild off to the side. We haven't seen it yet, but I wonder if it's possible and just unlikely. Who knows? Daisy sends one over to the right side. That should be caught by Bowser Jr. He bobbles but secures. That ends the inning, scoreless again for the Lightning. Tax evaders. They start off with Starred Boomerang Bro here. He's got a 1-1 count. There's a star chance on the line here. He makes good contact, but that goes foul. Strike 2. Daisy hits the corner, just barely, and that's a strikeout on Boomerang Bro. 1 out on the inning. Hammer Bro up to bat. Strike 1 there. Hits that one foul off to the right side. 2 strikes on Hammer Bro. That one's outside from Daisy. That one hits the inside corner, and that's another nasty strikeout for Daisy. Our pitcher leading every single stat. I mean, we've got the top 2 pitchers in this game, and if you look at the stats over on the right, she is averaging 2 less earned runs per game than Peach. And she just got 3 strikeouts in that inning. 3 up, 3 out of Boomerang Bro, Hammer Bro, and Bowser, all strikeouts. She is ahead by 30 strikeouts over Peach, who's in second place. Absolutely killing it on defense for the Lightning. But the Lightning's offense is what's struggling right now, as Mario gets the first base hit down in a while. He's going to go for a double off of that one, and he will get it. 1 out, 1 runner on for Petey. Will he get a big hit here? That one's outside for a ball. I want to say good eye, but that feels insensitive. He does clobber that one off to the right side, and that's a home run for Petey. Guess who's back? Petey notches his 21st homer of the season. That one cleared off to the right side. That puts the Lightning up by 2, breaking this stalemate we've been at. Now DK up to bat, bases empty, and 1 out on the board. Misses a slap hit there. strike 2. And then he takes the third pitch for a strikeout. We've had a lot of strikeouts this game from both pitchers. Toadsworth grounds out to Black Shy Guy there. It also gives a star chance to the Tax Evaders. We'll have to see which of these pitchers has more strikeouts at the end. This is going to be a close race. Red Koopa Paratroopa up to bat for the Tax Evaders. That one gets just past Donkey Kong. That's a single for Paratroopa. Next up is Green Koopa Troopa. Swing and a miss there, strike 1. Next one slapped foul off to the left side, strike 2. This one popped over to right field, that should be caught by Green Toad, and it is. That's the first out of the inning. Tax Evaders have Peach up to bat next. Swing and a miss there for her, strike 1. We get a good slap over to the right side, and that's a base hit for Peach. Next up is Black Shy Guy. 2 runners on base, 1 out. Black Shy Guy has been doing very well in the past couple games. Star hit to the outfield gap in left field. Both fielders going for it. Mario's going to get there. They're going to get a runner home. They're going to get 2 runners home. Peach barely outruns the incredible throw from DK, the laser beam chemistry. But it's not enough to catch Peach out. Peach ties up the game for the Tax Evaders. It's 6-6. Green Magic Koopa, they're trying to steal with Black Shy Guy. They'll almost get doubled off for it. Green Mag lines out to third there. Didn't quite see the steal. This one should be caught by Magic Koopa, and it is. A would-be foul ball grabbed by the magical catch, and the Tax Evaders will stop at 2 runs. That brings up the Lightning, more of their slap hitters. Green Toad pops out to the left fielder. Yellow Toad up to bat, charges, sends one up the middle. That's a good single for Yellow Toad and wins a star chance for the Lightning. Lightning are now full on stars. They've got all 5. Green Drybones up to bat. He is a great user of those stars if they want to try and get some of them out. Instead, they'll just slap up the middle. Good hit by Green Drybones. That puts 2 runners on base with 1 out for Captain Daisy. And we've got the superstar matchup queued up here. These 2 pitchers, Daisy's trying to bunt. She wants to bunt right now. It goes down the first base line. And they just get Daisy out. Bowser grabs it and stands in the path. That's a good call from him. Blue Magic Koopa. Blue Magic Koopa grounds it over to Black Shy Guy. They throw to first for the out. Another scoreless inning for the Lightning. And that gives the Tax Evaders the chance to pull away in this tie. This has been quite the lockstep game so far. We'll have to see if the Tax Evaders can be the first one to break it. The Lightning struck first when they were tied at 4. And Boomerang Bro strikes out there for the Tax Evaders. Hammer Bro up to bat now. This one is a line out to Blue Magic Koopa. 2 outs on the inning. Star chance with Bowser up to bat. This one's popped over to center field. Can Toadsworth get under it? He can, and that's the 3rd out. Toadsworth has super catch. He can't bobble the ball. He guaranteed secures it there. And that starts at the top of the Lightning's lineup. They're 3 power hitters. Good shot from Mario, gets down for a deep single. He thinks about going for 2, but backs off. Petey and DK up to bat. Petey gets strike 1 off a swing and a miss. Next one is inside corner, strike 2. This one is a swing and a miss from Petey again for another strikeout. He's not back all the way yet. He got a good home run there. But he's still striking out. DK sends one over to left, but that should be caught by Paratroopa. And it is. That makes 2 outs on the inning. Toadsworth, what will he do here? There's a runner on base and 2 outs. Can the Lightning bring any runs through? Or will they be scoreless yet again? Toadsworth slaps this one high to right field. That should be caught by Bowser Jr. And it is. The Lightning have just 1 more inning on offense. The Tax Evaders have 2 more chances. Tax Evaders start with their slap hitters here with Red, Koopa, Paratroopa. This is an out. Ground out to DK. And that's first out, and that loses a star chance for the Tax Evaders. The Lightning are still full on stars, so they don't get any. But they prevent the Tax Evaders from getting one, which is still valuable. That one is a base hit for Green Koopa Troopa over to left field. Next up is Peach. She slaps up the middle. That's a single for her. Now with 2 runners on base, Black Shy Guy yet again up to bat. Black Shy Guy has had a great game so far. I believe he's had 5 RBI. This one is another star hit to the outfield gap. Is this going to get 2 more runs in? They're certainly going to try. It's going to get 1, but they throw Peach out this time. That ball was a little bit more towards the fielders. Mario is able to get there quicker and relay it to DK for the laser beam throw. That is an RBI, though, for the Tax Evaders. That breaks the tie and puts them up by 1. That one's a foul ball from Green Magic Koopa. This one, off to the left side, foul ball. That one, he watches for a strikeout, and that will end the inning for the Tax Evaders. They did break this tie, so now the Lightning need to tie it up here, or perhaps take the lead for themselves. They start with their slap hitters. They'll need something. A charged line drive from Green Toad gets on base. Next up is Yellow Toad. He's going for a bunt. Will this work? He pulls away at the last second. Next up, he hits it down the third base line, but it's foul. Next attempt is another one down the third base line. This one is fair and thrown to first for the out. They advance the runner to second, though. And now Green Drybones slaps it straight line out to Bowser. Oh no, 1 more out, and the Lightning will fall again to the Tax Evaders. The score is 6-7 right now. Daisy, she's got stars. Can she make something happen? She gets a base hit down. Ooh, they think about sending Green Toad. Do not. Do not. Runners on first and third. Blue Magic Koopa gets a slap hit, and it's good. They tie the game. The Lightning bring it up 7-7. Blue Magic Koopa gets a good base hit there. And that cycles around to the top of the lineup. It's Mario. Starred Mario with 2 runners on base and 2 outs. This is a very decisive moment in this game. And Mario clobbers it! That's gone! A 3-run homer puts the Lightning up by 3. Starred Mario finally hits one deep this game. Well, other than his leadoff home run, I suppose he's had multiple good hits. That one puts the Lightning up 10-7. And now the Tax Evaders are the one that have to play from behind. Petey up to bat. The inning's not over. Star chance for the Lightning. Petey has 2 strikes. This one he star hits over to the right side. That gets down in the corner. Petey makes it on base there. And earns another star for the Lightning. That's chemistry for DK as well. DK hits a good slap over to left field, and that's 2 on base. Now Toadsworth is up. He slaps one over, but Black Shy Guy makes the play. Lightning score 4. And now the Tax Evaders are down 3. They do have their power hitters, though. They've got Bowser Jr. into double bros guaranteed. This one's popped up, and Green Toad's under it. That's an out and the star chance won by the Lightning. Boomerang Bro here. No one on base, 1 out on the board. Has a strike, that one's an inside ball. Daisy sends him a changeup and he can't hit it. Strike 2. This one is a meatball down the line. That's foul, barely. Just shy. Next up is another foul slap hit. Boomerang Bro staying alive. Another good slap. That one also foul. This is quite the at-bat here. That one's inside ball. That one's a good slap hit. That's also foul, though. These would be home runs. And now it's a full count. Boomerang Bro. Swing and a miss. A strikeout. The Lightning need just 1 more to tie this series up. The Tax Evaders need 3 runs. They're going to get 1 of them here with Hammer Bro. That one is clobbered off to the left side. A solo shot home run by Hammer Bro. That cuts the gap down to 2. It's 10-8. There's Bowser up next. Bowser lines it out to Green Dry Bones, and that's the game. The Tax Evaders fall in this one. A very close game the whole way through. Lightning just pulled ahead at the end. Literal last second, too. 2 outs in the top of the 7th when they were down. Ooh. The last possible moment to start a rally, but they did it. And Mario, of course, the MVP for that performance. A 3-run homer in the top of the 7th to put the team up by 3. He got 4 RBI from 2 home runs this game. Petey got a home run, and DK got a home run. Toadsworth only got 1 base hit. Green Toad got 2. Yellow Toad went 3 for 3. He did also have a sack bunt, so that counts. That doesn't count for his batting average. Green Dry Bones went 2 for 4. Daisy went 1 for 2. Because she had a sack fly and also a bunt attempt. Okay, I see now. And Blue Madge also went 1 for 4. So some rough hitting in the slap hitters. But the power hitters carried, and that was all they needed. In terms of defense, Daisy got 8 strikeouts using just 2 star pitches. Meanwhile, Peach kind of fell apart in the second half of the game. She only got 5 strikeouts with 2 star pitches. 5 is still a good number for a pitcher, though. 5 is a good number for a game. But Black Shy Guy carried the team for the Tax Evaders, getting 6 of their 8 RBI. The only RBIs he didn't get were the solo shot homers from Boomerang Bro and Hammer Bro, and those were their only base hits. Bowser Jr. went 0 for 4 as well. Green Madge 0 for 4. Bowser only got 1 hit. Red Para got just 2. Green Koopa got 1. Peach got 2. And Black Shy Guy went 3 for 3 with 6 RBI. What a performance for him. Made up for the rest of the team slacking, but the Tax Evaders, even with that weak game, they still made it close. We do have a tied series going into the final game, though. Meanwhile, the Rocketeers, they've already secured the series. Now they're just going for the sweep against the Stars. And same thing for the Flock against the Fury. The Flock have won 2 of those games, guaranteeing them the series win. This one, the Lightning and the Tax Evaders, is now split and could go either way. Lightning are now 22-4, and the Tax Evaders are 16-10. They're just 1 game ahead of the Flock. If the Flock win their last game and the Tax Evaders lose their last game, based on the standings we have, the Flock have the better conference record. They would take the lead. If the Flock win and the Tax Evaders lose, we could see a new team in second place. These are exciting things to be decided. The next game day, which will be tomorrow night. I actually have a trip this weekend. I'm leaving on Friday, so I'm not able to do the games on Friday night. So we will be doing them tomorrow night instead. So tune back in tomorrow for the exciting conclusion to these 3 impactful series. See you then. Farewell.